So yeah, we're going to start with so some of the basics. Obviously, why governance is important for us, why an organisation needs to concentrate on governance, and ultimately what that means in terms of an Azure deployment for your IT strategy going forward. So we've got the kind of reasons on the left there, ultimately, and looking at what having an understanding of governance can bring for you as an organisation. Each organisation is going to be different, different reasons and goals for why we want to concentrate on governance. But ultimately, having an understanding of governance it allows you to unlock these four different components. Each one will be as important to an organisation as another one as well. So we start by looking at securing buy-in from different business units and stakeholders. It's really important to be able to build confidence with tangible deliverables ultimately for getting that buy-in and building that confidence within an organisation. So the top left one there, which is about gathering confidence from different stakeholders throughout the business, not just IT stakeholders, finance stakeholders, operation stakeholders, wherever they be. It's getting that buy-in for that level of confidence as well. Moving over to the foundations for success, it's about how you build a successful, high-performing organisation. So a lot of this is theoretical. It's obviously not about Azure, but it's some of the foundations to why governance is important for you as an organisation. So going through, looking at how things are built, maintaining good governance practices, providing frameworks for planning, implementation, and looking at how we can monitor the performance. All of this is going to lead to helping your organisation achieve their goals. Then we can go to the bottom left, looking at agility. So at the moment, agility is probably one of the most important deliverables back into a business. So governance will allow your organisation, your business, to be able to change quickly and to align your current strategy to what the business strategy is going forward as well. So it's not just making changes for the sake of it, but understanding where the changes need to be made and where required. So in light of Brexit, COVID, you name it, the uncertainty of certain markets, having a good baseline of governance to understand where business change is needed, and that will ultimately enable that agility going forward. Being able to demonstrate the capabilities of governance as well. So a lot of our customers work within regulated industries, whether that be finance or government or healthcare or wherever they reside, or maybe there's specific accreditations and standards you need to uphold. Everyone needs to uphold GDPR standards. So every organisation, every business needs to have a certain level of governance and being able to demonstrate a certain level of governance. But maybe there's extra PCI ones, ISO standards that people need to align to, and it's being able to demonstrate them both internally. You want to be able to show, look, we are looking after data. My data officers have confidence that we are treating customer data, user data as we say we are, and also third parties, when they come in and audit the environments, you can demonstrate to them quite quickly and proficiently, we are saying we are as good as we are, and it's not an ordeal to try and demonstrate some of that capability. So hopefully, there's four really good use cases of why governance is important for you as an organisation. Obviously you can see there that some will be more important to you than others, but each four of them are important to every organisation really. But ultimately, the good governance will kind of leverage some of the triggers on the left, but they will lead you to understand the items on the right there. So regardless of which route is more important for you, every one of the four will be able to deliver the items on the right there. So being able to provide a good structure and process for decision making. So much like the agility and the foundation for success, building a highly successful, highly performant operation. Being able to make decisions quickly is what that's about. So being able to commit to a decision, be able to back out of a decision or fail fast from a decision that you thought was right for the business at the time, but ultimately governance has demonstrated, well, potentially it's not the right way, so okay, let's change tack and align ourselves more quickly to what's happening within the environment, ultimately providing you guide rails and structure around processes that's enabling that smarter decision making. Looking at how influencing business strategies and how they're delivered within the business. So it's not just IT strategies, it's a wider business strategy. So it could be, I want to release new products in different markets. Well, fine, that's a different strategy. How are we going to enforce some governance practices to understand that and make that as easy as possible, as successful as possible for the organisation. And tied into all of them is understanding risk. Risk is the all-encompassing problem within an organisation, but being able to understand that and mitigate that with compliance guidelines and baselines really will help you tackle some of them problems. So coming back around to it, having a better understanding of governance and what good governance can bring to your organisation is so important to successful deployment of services. And Azure makes that not easy, but a lot more easier than it would have been before.